What's up, guys? It's Coach Lawford. Today we're going to go over conditional statements, focusing on converse and inverses. So with converses, the converse of a conditional is formed by switching the hypothesis and the conclusion. So the converse of P then Q is Q then P. So the P is the hypothesis and the conclusion will be Q. Something that can help us remember this is think of Converse are shoes and flip-flops are shoes, so flip parts. So all I'm going to do is flip the P and the Q. So with my example statement, if I eat ice cream, then I will gain weight. So what we want to do is mark our hypothesis, which will be I eat ice cream. And then we want to mark our conclusion, which is I will gain weight. So this is P, this is Q, and all I will do now is flip them. So if I gain weight, then I eat ice cream. Then I eat ice cream. So all we're doing is flipping where P and Q is. So a couple more examples. So if a quadrilateral has 4 right angles, then it is a square. So we're going to start with a quadrilateral has 4 right angles will be my hypothesis. My conclusion is it is a square. So I have my P, I have my Q, and all we're going to do is flip them. So now I'll write it as if it is a square, then a quadrilateral has 4 right angles. And our next example. So if an angle is a right angle, then the angle measures 90. So again, we're going to start with my P. An angle is a right angle. My hypothesis, or my conclusion, the angle measures 90. So yellow is P, my green is Q. So we're going to flip the order. So if the angle measures 90 degrees, then an angle is a right angle. So just flip the P and Q with converses. So now we'll move to inverses. So with inverse, we're going to negate the hypothesis and the conclusion. So the inverse of P then Q is now going to be negate P then negate Q. So that dash represents not P or the negation of P. So anytime we think inverse, I'm going to think of adding not to the statement. So once again, we'll have the same statements as before, but now we're going to do the inverse of them. So if I eat ice cream, then I will gain weight. So I eat ice cream, still my hypothesis. I will gain weight is still my conclusion. So still my P, still my Q. So now what I need to do to it is add not. So if I do not or don't eat ice cream, then I will not gain weight. So I'm just negating each of the parts. So 2 more examples. So if a quadrilateral has 4 right angles, then it is a square. So once again, hypothesis, conclusion. So P and my Q, I'm going to negate them. So I'm going to add not. So if a quadrilateral does not have 4 right angles, then it is not a square. So again, just adding not. And our last one. So if an angle is a right angle, then the angle measures 90. So again, start by hypothesis, conclusion. So we'll just now label it. So P and Q, I'm going to add not to it. So if an angle is not a right angle, comma, then the angle does not measure 90 degrees. So with converse, I'm flipping P and Q. With inverse, I'm going to add not to my P and Q. And